Wherever we go, we experience a kind of nauseating effort to promote the admiration of the guru of that ashram. We were wondering why you are not promoting or propagating your guru's worship to visitors. Is there any specific reasons behind it?
Yes, there are specific reasons. First of all, my Guru has forbidden me from propagating his name and form, which are already being done by the mainstream organizations founded by him. In one of the personal audiences he granted me, he said this by narrating a story from Ramayana, an Indian epic. In Ramayana, sage Vishwamitra takes the children Rama and Lakshmana along to the forest for protecting his yaga or sacrifice he is conducting. The sage knows that those children were extraordinary children with spiritual powers. But on the way, he asked the children whether they feel hungry. Without waiting for the answer, he teaches them mantras for evading hunger. The mantras are named Bela and Adibela. My Guru asked me why this sage initiated Rama and Lakshmana to the mantra. I replied that it was due to Maya or illusion. Then my Guru went on to say that to me, he was saying, even a Rajashri like Vishwamitra is affected by Maya, how can one be free from it? So my instruction is that, he told me, my instruction is that while imparting what you have learned from me, do not propagate my name and form. All names and forms are one and the same. So this is one of the reasons. So here in our center we do all our work without the agenda of propaganda. Second and most perennial truth is my discovery of the theory of differentiation in the universe. The universe intends all its particles to be essentially and peripherally distinct. Each unit has its own identical features. This law is weak in plants and animals also, but strong in man. You can see the diversification very strong in man. In a plantation you may see identical plants. In a farm you may see identical cattle, but man is totally differentiated. You can also understand that those animals which move close to human beings like pets and all, they also develop identity. Now what's the importance of differentiation? The consciousness has a positive polarity and differentiated nature has a negative polarity. When these two polarities meet, there is the blissful energy which nurtures life. So in order to ensure continuity of nature's existence, the universe insists on differentiation or diversity. Unless there is diversity or differentiation, there will be no receptivity for the experience. This is primarily because the consciousness has divided into diverse particles of the universe, such as minerals, plants, animals and man. That division must have a purpose. The division has to be maintained as such. The purpose is to receive the life-sustaining energy in the universe by maintaining the negative polarity. When there is negative polarity, due to the diverse particles of the universe, the positive polarity of the consciousness joins it and there is life energy released. This is what we experience in assembly of persons or gathering of persons. In ceremonies, marriage functions, political meetings, religious gatherings, etc. When people with diversity assemble together, the negative polarity becomes aggravated and the positive polarity of consciousness descends on it. Thus all those particles receive a certain amount of experience, merriment or happiness. When you enter into a garden where diverse plants and flowers are planted, you feel energized. This may not be available in a plantation of same variety of plants or trees. The diversity of the flora is a reason for this. This generation of energy is essential for the sustenance of the universe. So I believe that the universe will eventually interfere with all our efforts to evade this diversification. As I said earlier, man is diverse in nature, looks, etc. And he is only one to receive the consciousness fully. Upon shedding the straw of unconsciousness, he becomes fully aware of himself and wields potency with a cosmic identity. This is indeed a gradual process, very slow process. Some people call this enlightenment. This is achieved by man after a lengthy process which may even take ages. Step by step, the selfishness in him has to be fully removed before completion of this process. So in order to slow down the process, the nature in turn creates an illusion whereby man is prompted to break this diversity. He creates belief systems, ideologies, philosophies, etc. and divides people under such compartments. Even in smaller associations, he introduces uniforms in attire, unified thought patterns, unified style of living, etc. Thus he destroys the diversity and loses the receptivity. Gautama Buddha, before breathing his last, said to have told that all composite things have their inherent decay. All composite things have their inherent decay. Likewise, all systems which forbid diversity could eventually disintegrate. So, objectively, there is no meaning in spreading the name and form of one's Guru. You need not make assembly of people who think alike. We have to live in the world, in the diverse world, where people belong to different faiths, different thought patterns, different cultural backgrounds, etc. One can live according to those principles, Guru's principle, and be a living example. This is the truth. But subjectively, many disciples do that since they believe that they have to defend their Guru. Most of them are acting in defense of their Guru. It is rather a pity.